Renee. I did indeed, but he has not responded yet, so I don't know if you heard me. Got it.
What is your American dream?
My background is Jamaican. My American dream is to be successful regardless of my race, attitude, or for simply being me.
I'm Honduran, and my American dream is freedom. Freedom to do whatever I want to do.
I'm from Jersey City, New Jersey, and my American dream is always being able to fight for what I believe in.
My parents are from Haiti. My American dream is equal opportunity and access to a great quality education.
My family is from Belize, and my American dream is to inspire others and provoke change through the art of my filmmaking.
My family's from Pakistan, but I was born and raised here in New York, and my American dream is to take advantage of all the opportunity that I've been given here.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
Well, Spar and Bernstein has been nothing but great to me throughout my trials. I mean, it's 5 years into this car accident, and they never gave up on me, never. And in everything, they fought for me, and I am so proud to tell everyone, don't even wink for a moment. It's you, Spar and Bernstein. My lawyer here, Mr. Barack, has been a cage animal. He wanted to go on trial, but thank God we settled out of court, and it was something that I'm very, very happy about. So everyone, I'm telling you, I'm not just making stories up. You have to use this law firm. Spar and Bernstein is the best, worldwide best.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, this is Shaggy, and I'm here once more to talk about the Bustamante Hospital for Children. We have kept a series of concerts over the years to raise money for the hospital. And this year we're focusing all our attention on the ICU.
Every day of our lives, we are surrounded by the positive vibration and laughter of our children.
As a parent, I want a place I can carry my child to if he needs medical attention, and I'm sure that you would want the same for your child.
As a mother of 4, one with severe cerebral palsy, I know what it feels like to go to the hospital and there's no beds.
The intensive care unit only has 5 beds to serve the needs of the Jamaican people.
5 ICU beds is just not enough. And with your donation, we can get so much more to cater to our children.
It has been an unbelievable journey to this point, and now we're looking at the future.
So this year, we need your help more than ever.
And we can do it if we all come together, buy a ticket, send in a donation.
All proceeds go to the Bustamante Children's Hospital. So come on, Jamaica, we can do this.
So I ask you, take the dare, because the caring continues. I'd like to thank all the hard-working nurses and doctors from the Bustamante Hospital, all our sponsors, all our artists, and you, the Jamaican public. Shaggy and Friends 2018 on the lawns of Jamaica House. I see you there.
Squeeze!
Hello!
Squeeze!
What up?
What's up?
Everything is up, man.
What's up? It's the last
Everything is
show
up,
of the week.
Yeah,
The
well, it's
last show of the week before Shaggy and Friends concert. The last show before Squeeze is off doing whatever he does on weekends. He's working on the weekends.
Work.
Right?
Work, man.
Up there is
Work. That's what I
Squeeze
do.
it up. I thought you were gone there. Right. Now, everybody, there's a song. It's really back from the 1980s. It says everybody's working for the weekends, but Squeeze is everybody's working on the weekends, right? Always working. Right?
I am working on the
right? Always working. Always working.
Always.
Always. You're
What's new, man?
hardest working man on Facebook, David Squeeze Annakie.
Yep.
We need like a Monica to give you. By the way, this is our last show, and by the way, you can call 1-800-529-5465. We were just watching in the studio, Squeeze, right before we came on, the Jeopardy thing. Did you see the Jeopardy thing? Where the guy, did you hear about it? We were just watching it. Joe was just showing me right before we got on. Where the guy, he was the champion. His name was Nick Spicer, I guess, Spicer, something like that. And for the final answer, the answer was a song by Coolio from Dangerous Minds goes back in time to become a 1667 John Milton classic. That was the answer. And he was supposed to say, what is a gangsta? And he said, what is a gangster? And I guess he was all correct, and they gave him the money, and he won. And then Trebek says, wait, our judges have reevaluated, and you said gangster instead of gangsta. You're wrong, and he lost.
What do you think? Think he should?
I don't know. We got to watch the video. Jill said she has the video up. Let's see, because I'm like, what are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Have reevaluated one of your responses a few moments ago, Nick. You said gangsters instead of gangstas on that song by Coolio.
I don't know. Is there a difference between gangster and gangsta? Is there a difference between because and because?
Gangster is singular and gangsters is plural.
Is that what you think?
But I don't agree with them taking the winnings from the guy.
You don't think
because we all know what he meant.
Well, this is what Jeopardy said. This is what Trebek said. Trebek said, although Nick's response of Gangster's Paradise Lost was initially accepted, the hard R sound caught the ear of one member of the onstage team, who immediately followed up with a quick check. It turns out that gangsta and gangster are both listed separately in the Oxford English Dictionary. Gangster is a member of a gang of violent criminals. Gangsta is a informal gang member. What's the difference, Squeeze? I think that guy got totally ripped off. I'm just reading. I'm like, oh yeah, it's completely different. Wait, I'm showing there's more to life than being a gangster and a thug. Gangster and gangster is the same exact thing. That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
That's right. And you know what? You know what Kim said? Kim said, if I'm on Jeopardy, it's like, Trebek, he's so stiff. She's not going to say, oh yeah, what's a gangster? She's going to say, what's a gangster? Be very, very, I don't know. I think he got ripped off personally. We were just watching it.
I think so.
You think so too? Is there a difference between gangster and gangster?
You asking me?
I don't know. I'm asking anybody who'll talk to me. Lisa Bling Rose says they're one and the same. Simona says it's the same thing. Pauline Williams just says hello. I don't know. We were just watching it beforehand, and we were like, we all agreed that he got ripped off.
Yes, I agree.
You agree too?
He got ripped.
So if you call someone a gangster or you call someone a gangster, it means the same thing. In your book.
Same damn thing.
In your book.
Yep.
So if you were the host, you would have given him the money.
Of course.
You think? You don't seem so incensed as I was. I couldn't believe it when it was shown. You were not. I'm incensed for the guy. I was very angry for him. What about this one, Squeeze?
How much money did he lose?
He lost Jeopardy. I don't know how much money he lost. Jill, how much money did this guy lose?
12 grand.
He dropped from 12,000 to second place, 8,800. So the answer cost him $1,600, but he lost the jackpot at 12,000. Lost about 12 grand. Because I don't think you only go home with the winnings if you actually win. If my recollection is correct, there's no second place. There's no second place in Jeopardy. As my grandfather used to say, listen, this is not a race, but you don't want to come in second.
Oh, man. I like that.
So, any event, we're here to answer immigration questions. 1-800-529-5465. Yeah. Squeeze, you have anything to say about Mike Tyson and his marijuana ranch before we get into immigration questions? That was the other big topic of conversation we had. Why are you so big? Your head is cut off like Frankenstein. You got to stand back. There you go.
How's that?
There you go. Much better. So that was the other big conversation between shows was Mike Tyson opening up his marijuana ranch. There he is, Iron Mike.
Well, the man is a businessman. What can I say?
All right. Well, he's 51 years old, former heavyweight champion of the world. What?
If you had 40 acres, would you open up a marijuana ranch?
No, I would not.
What would you put on the 40 acres?
You want to know why I wouldn't?
Why?
Because right now, even though it is legal in the state of California to grow marijuana, it is illegal in the United States of America to grow marijuana. And Donald Trump and Jeff Sessions, who are two crazy guys, two crazy, I would say another word, but we're on WVIP. We're on WVIP, so I can't say it. But they are now going to be enforcing marijuana laws. They can go in and arrest Iron Mike. I'd like to see that fight. Imagine Iron Mike getting arrested for growing marijuana legally in California. It could happen because the U.S. government says they're going to enforce marijuana laws. As a matter of fact, the Border Patrol just came out, Squeeze, and said that if you're in California but you're within 100 miles of the border with weed, you're getting arrested by Border Patrol. So I don't know if I had 40 acres, that would be like the best, smartest thing in the world for me to do at this moment. I don't know. If you had 40 acres in California, Squeeze, you would go into the weed business? Is that what you would do? As long as
it's legal.
Well, it's legal in the state, but it's not legal in the federal government.
So then why are they allowing it?
They're not. Well, that state is allowing it, but Jeff Sessions said he's going to enforce federal government law. So who knows what's going to happen? So there's going to be a big fight. Does federal government law trump state law, so to speak? Hate to use that word.
Right.
So would you want to start growing weed and then get caught up in a legal battle that you may or may not win that'll cost you millions of dollars against the federal government and possibly land you in jail?
Well, Brad, let me put it this way.
What?
It's like not buying Bitcoin when you know you should have bought Bitcoin.
That is very true.
I'm telling you.
It's like not buying. It's like not buying New York City real estate when you should have. You know, you're like, oh yeah,
exactly.
the apartments were like $750,000. You're like, I ain't paid no $750,000 for an apartment, and now they're worth like $4 million. You're like, damn, I should have done it.
Precisely. So in everything you do in life, there's a certain degree of amount of risk, and the risk is the federal government coming in and grabbing your asphalt and putting you in trouble. So you got to take some risk if you want to win big.
Well, it's very interesting. What's very interesting, and I have no idea how this is going to play out, but Mike Tyson purposely put the marijuana ranch right next to Edwards Air Force Base. And the location is a very short drive, a few minute drive from Edwards Air Force Base, which is an Air Force base in California, one of the main Air Force bases in the entire United States of America, F-16 bombers and all sorts of things. And according to Iron Mike, he wants to take care of the men and women who have served in the armed forces, which is his top priority. That is exactly what we want. We want our Air Force pilots, Iron Mike, to be high as a kite once they start dropping bombs on North Korea. That would be a wonderful, 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 wonderful way to help our armed services.
gives meaning to the term flying high.
Flying high, exactly. And then I wonder what happens but it's very interesting from a legal standpoint. When you go on to Edwards Air Force Base, you're on federal property. You're not on, it's military. Military law applies there. So if you're a serviceman, an armed serviceman or a woman, and you go buy weed at Iron Mike's farm, and then you bring it back onto the property of Edwards Air Force Base, that's not the state of California. That's U.S. military law. And at last I checked, you're not allowed to have weed in the U.S. military.
Right.
So I don't know.
Hey, Mike's got up his sleeve.
I don't know what he's got up his sleeve, or in his jock, or whatever he's got. I don't know.
Well, so much for Mike.
So much for that.
Iron Mike.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think we had a poll, but I have no idea what happened to our poll. But there was supposed to be a poll about this. That's what we talked about. But there is no poll. Nobody listens to Brad. Squeeze. Nobody listens. Nobody. Nothing's happening on the poll. Okay.
Let's wrap up the phone line and see if anyone will actually.
There is a poll. All right. 1-800-529. Obviously, nobody really cared. They only care that we get into immigration.
Right. 1-800-529-5651. The Brad and Squeeze Show. We're ready to answer your immigration questions. We're just giving you tidbits of the news. But remember, you can also place your questions on Facebook, the Brad and Squeeze Show page on Facebook Live. That's the Brad and Squeeze Show page. Just put that in the search box, Brad and Squeeze, and you'll find us. Make sure you share that page with at least 20 of the people in your 20 of your friends, ladies and gentlemen, and also pages and groups. Once again, yours truly, David Squeeze Annakie with Brad. Ready to rock and roll, man?
Yeah, by the way, I'm just reading some of the comments here, and Odvar Wilson, very, very smart comment, says the difference between gangster and gangsta. It's probably smarter than anything we've said so far, so I want to say it. The difference between gangster and gangsta is syntax. One's more ethnic than the other, or cultural than the other. If you think about it, they're from two separate cultural backgrounds. So if it's from two separate cultural backgrounds, does that now make it a different word?
Right. I think it's one and the same. Okay, I understand what they're saying from two different cultural backgrounds. Pretty much they're saying maybe in the predominantly white community you'll hear someone say gangster. Maybe in the hood you hear somebody say gangster. You see what I'm saying? That's what they're pretty much saying. You see what I'm saying?
I think it's just I don't even think it's linguistics. I just think it's pronunciation. Right? Is that what you're saying? It's accent and pronunciation. It's like how I say because, right?
No, it's accent and it's culture as to what the person just said.
But but he should not have lost. I think that's wrong.
Right.
I think that's wrong. Right. All right. 1-800-529-5465. We have Iron Mike from Manhattan, Squeeze. I don't know if it's the real Iron Mike or not. Let's see. Mike from Manhattan.
Yeah, Yes, Mike from Manhattan.
But he's not. This is not Iron Mike, though.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
It's not Iron Mike. What's up? What's up? It's not Iron Mike, but it's Mike.
It's just not Iron Mike. Just plain old Mike. What's up? What's your question?
Yeah, my immigration question was, I went to my oath ceremony this morning to swear in as a citizen, but I have a pending case that's not closed out, so I don't have a disposition. But the thing is, they mailed me my letter to come swear in on this date, which is today. So I went there thinking like, oh, well, you know, they probably didn't see the case or whatever the case may be. I don't know. So when I went there, they said, you know, excuse me, sir, yeah, we can't go through with the process because you have a pending case and you have 15 days to respond from today. Now, my real question is 15 days, right? Is there anything I can do? Because my case that I have is not going to close out in 15 days. And if I don't bring that disposition within 15 days, then I know my whole process of naturalization is going to have to start back over, all the way back over.
Yeah, what you would need to do is just bring in a disposition about wherever it is pending at this moment. They're going to give you 15 days to do it. Hopefully, they'll keep your case open. They're not going to deny you. But that was a computer mistake. That was just an interview spit out by the computer, and when a human being actually saw that you have a pending case. You can't become a citizen with a pending case. So it's very possible that you may have to do this all over again.
Yeah, but I'm saying the 15 days, right? Is there anything I can do to extend more than 15 days?
But when you went for your interview, did you have a pending case?
No.
Okay. So the answer is whether you could or could not, you now have something that intervenes between your interview and your swearing-in date, which is an arrest, which bears on your good moral character. So what could happen is one of two things. Either one, you're going to bring in a disposition that says you have a pending case, and they'll deny you, and you'll have to do it again because this affects your good moral character. So it's not as if you're going to say, you know what, my case will be dismissed in 60 days, and when it's dismissed, they're going to swear me in. No, because this case, an arrest affects your good moral character. So the best you can hope for is a second interview after the case is resolved, or your case may be denied, one or the other.
A second interview, as in the history interview, the history test, the civics test interview?
No, an interview to determine your good moral character, because you had an intervening incident that affects your good moral character between the time of your interview and the swearing-in date. You have to show good moral character up to the day you swear in. The fact that you got arrested impugns your good moral character. So even if your case gets dismissed tomorrow, you're still going to have to get a second interview, either by refiling again because they denied you, or hopefully they'll schedule you for a second interview.
Okay. Understood. Another question I have. A friend of mine, they overstayed their visiting visa.
Right.
And they overstayed it by like a year and a half.
Right.
They're still here. However, they wanted me to ask, is there anything they could do to
get a green card? Yeah, the thing.
Not get a green card, but is there anything they could do to avoid that ban if they leave the country? Like, say for instance, they could sign like a waiver or something like that and get an extension or whatever the case may be.
Well, once they overstay on their visa's no good anymore, and they're not going to get a new visa because once you overstay your visa, they're not going to give you new visas. So.
Okay.
So the answer is there's nothing to sign. They need a lawyer now.
Okay. Right. What if it's a situation where it's a guy and his wife?
Then they both need lawyers.
Okay.
Hold on one second. All right. 1-800-5. By the way,
1-800-529-5465. 1-800-529-5465. It is the Brad and Squeeze Show. Make sure you share this on your Facebook pages and let people know that we're here. Yes, Brad.
Yeah, but I'm having gremlins on my computer. Like all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, stuff just happens. It's like somebody, there's I don't know, maybe a ghost or something. And I swear to God, all of a sudden, somebody's typing and moving my mouse around. It's weird. How is that happening, Squeeze?
It's called TeamViewer.
No, but they're claiming they're not touching it.
Claim.
Yeah. TAMIKA in Atlanta, Georgia.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
TAMIKA, how are you? Good afternoon, TAMIKA.
I'm okay. I was calling to ask about a child who was filed for by her step parent. She's now in the U.S., but they had applied for the green card from Jamaica. So basically, she just came into the country to receive it and stuff like that. Now, her mom wants her to continue school in Jamaica, and so she's planning on filing the relevant documents. What she needs to know now is school starts on Monday in Jamaica, and she wants to know if, since they haven't received the green card yet while the child is here, if she can travel back home on the temporary stamp in the passport, that stamp that says you have a temporary green card for 1 year?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so she travels on that, and they'll still just go with a green card to the stepmom here.
Yes, but she has to travel back within 6 months and then apply for a reentry permit.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, yes. All right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. 1-800. Oh, there you are. There you go. I know, but I was the only one on the screen, so I didn't know what happened to you.
I'm here.
You're here.
That's what they're doing. You're talking when it's all about you, they put it on you. When it's about both of us. When it's just me talking, then it's just me. Direction here. I'm directing here. The number is 1-800-529-5465. Once again, the Brad and Squeeze Show, the noon edition, powered by, of course, our friends at USACreditRepairInc.com. Make sure you check them out. That's 1-800-529-5465. Call to get your immigration questions answered right now. 1-800-529-5465. Going to our social media, Queen Kim Moore, in approximately 3.5 minutes. So make sure you place your questions on the Brad and Squeeze page if you do not want to get on live with us by calling 1-800-529-5465. All right, let's get back to the calls, Brad.
I want you to know Facebook is ablaze right now, and I can't believe someone's calling about their friend. They're ablaze about the friend. I have a friend. And then everyone's like, oh, here we go again, the friend. The friend. All right.
What happened?
Let's go to KEISHA in South Carolina. KEISHA.
Hey, Brad.
Hey, what's up?
So this is my case. A couple years ago, my grandparents petitioned for all their kids and their children. And about 5 or 6 years ago, all the children came up, and like the following year, the grandkids came up. But the thing is that my father was a bit laid back, so my sister and I did not get to come. And he died last year, unfortunately. And I'm now living in the United States, so just wondering if there's anything that can be done to continue this process.
Your dad filed for you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so you can have a close relative step into the shoes of your father, and then you can adjust your status under Section 204L. So we can certainly help you.
About how long would that take?
It depends on where you are on the waiting list for your priority date.
Okay, so...
When did your father file for you?
I was a kid then. It's about 6-7 years ago.
Okay, so probably you're very close. So hold on and make an appointment. We can help. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. And we can help you all the way from South Carolina.
Okay, thank you, Brad.
1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. I must remind you that number happens to be the number for the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, a full-service law firm not only in immigration, but personal injury, criminal defense, family law, and tax law. Make sure you make that call. One call, 1-800-529-5465. One call gives you the man. Let's go to another call.
Yeah, and before we go to that call, I do want to remind everybody to please share this with your friends and family right now. Go to your timeline, go to the little arrow, press it with your finger, your thumb, and it'll say share. Share to your timeline. Let your friends and family know we're here to help. 1-800-529-5465 is the number. Prosper in Washington, D.C. Prosper's doing some business, so hold on, Prosper. Let's go to Tricia in Brooklyn. Tricia.
Hello.
Hi, Tricia.
Hi. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you.
Yes. My question is, I have a friend. She have adjustment of status appointment for yesterday.
Right.
As a federal, but that office was closed.
Yep.
So she go online and she see they have a date for
whosoever on that field, this is a date for next month on that date, you know. So she's wondering if she should do something else.
I don't know what she went to field and blah, blah, blah. I didn't understand what that meant, but they will reschedule you. They will reschedule her.
Okay.
Okay, don't worry.
And our next question she's asking, her husband don't believe in life insurance and stuff like that. She's wondering if she should bring one with her.
If she should bring life insurance with her?
Yeah.
Well, there's no one. I think those are two different things. Should you get life insurance or not, that's a personal decision. But more importantly, I think what you're asking is, do you need life insurance to prove it's a real marriage? The answer is, there's no one document that proves it's a real marriage. It's a totality.
No, that's part of it.
It's part of it.
No, she's asking if, yeah.
It's part of it. So the answer is, yeah, having life insurance on your spouse certainly helps to prove it's a real marriage. If you don't have it, does that mean it's not a real marriage? Absolutely not.
Okay. And the next question, can I ask for her? All right. Her husband.
By the way, you're gonna get lambasted on Facebook because everyone's going crazy about talking about the friend, but it's okay.
Oh my God. No. He's a friend.
She's really a friend.
No.
Okay.
He's a friend. Yeah, she's truly my friend.
Right. Okay.
But she's so nervous.
Okay.
Anyway, her husband filed for her son. Now the son missed the immigrant appointment in Jamaica.
Why?
Because what happened is that they wasn't looking at the computer, something like that.
Just screwed up the day.
So they missed that immigrant appointment for the son.
When was it?
It was just a month ago.
Okay, so you can contact the embassy to reschedule. It's still within that time.
Okay.
All right, and you should do that.
Thank you so much.
But if you don't contact them, they're not going to know to reschedule. You got to contact them.
Oh, she said her husband sent an email.
Did he get a response?
Not yet.
All right.
About how long? 2 weeks now.
All right. So if you don't get a response in 6 weeks, call us. They should respond within 6
thanks.
weeks. All right.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Once again, 1-800-529-5465. Going to segue over to our friend, social media queen, okay, who happens to be in office today and freezing New York.
Not in front of you are not in front of the refrigerator today. Congratulations.
No,
You made it to
I've
work.
left my fridge.
Yes. All right. All right. What do we got on social media?
Okay, Poochie wants to know, you are a green card holder and you're going for your citizenship in a year. Do you have to file taxes with your husband?
Yes.
Viles wants to know, hi, I'm a U.S. citizen. How long is it going to take for my I-130 to get approved for my son who's currently outside the country?
If he's under 21, about 6 months. If he's over 21, well over a year.
Adrian wants to know, would you advise people to travel on advanced parole? Are there any potential hindrances when coming back to the States?
Yeah, don't stay out for more than a couple of weeks. Other than that, it's okay.
Nicola wants to know, how do you go about filing for someone as a nanny or a housekeeper?
You gotta do a perm application. Prove they're not taking a job away from an American worker. Run two ads in the newspaper on 2 consecutive Sundays. Once you get the perm application approved, you really need the help of a lawyer to do it. It's not something you're going to do on your own. You're then going to file an I-140 visa petition, prove that you can afford to pay their salary, which is the average wage of similarly employed workers in the area of employment. Get that approved, and then they're on a waiting list for a green card, which is actually no waiting list right now. And assuming they're either out of the country, they're here in some sort of duration of status, or they haven't overstayed, or they're 245I, or they can get a provisional waiver, then they can get their green card. But there's a lot of ifs at the end of the case, so we got to figure that one out.
About how long does that process take?
Job sponsorship's 18 months. It's very quick. 18 months.
Debbie wants...
People should be doing it. 18 months.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Do it.
Debbie wants to know, can a daughter file for you if you get deported for overstaying your visa?
If that's the only reason why you got deported and no other reason, and you've been out of the country for more than 10 years, yes.
Janet would like to know, I'm wanting to know what kind of chance my fiance has of getting approved for a fiance visa at the Doha, Qatar embassy. There is an age difference, but we don't think our age because about our age because age is just a number. Is that going to be a tough embassy to get through or not?
If it's a real marriage and a real relationship and you can demonstrate it, you'll get through.
Malvia wants to know if a kid's mother in Jamaica died, can her aunt adopt and file for her while she's still here in the U.S.? She's 10 years old and has a visitor's visa.
You shouldn't do an adoption here. You should do what's called a special immigrant juvenile, do a guardianship, prove that the child has nowhere to go back home, and the kid would get a green card. That would be the fastest way to do it. I love, by the way, every time I hear the word Mulva, I always think of Seinfeld. But it ends up that the girl's name was Dolores.
Dolores. So close.
Yes, I was so close, Mulva, but it was Dolores, if anybody knows the episode. Continue.
That's it for today.
That's it for today. Thank you very much, social media queen. By the way, I want you to know, I saw you were about to say, oh, and then you went right into it. But you didn't say it. So good job. All right. Have a great weekend, social media queen. By the way, Squeeze, this is all brought to you courtesy, well, it's not brought to you, but it's certainly our partners, USA Credit Repair. They are here for you today. They're there for you tomorrow. Good credit is just a telephone call away at 1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177. They are doing the triple play. Maybe the triple play will get better next week. Maybe it won't. But right now, it's absolutely free to call. And the telephone number is 1-800-872-7177. It's absolutely, after you sign up, free for 30 days. 1-800-872-7177. And they will give you back your money, 90-day money-back guarantee, if your credit is not raised within 90 days. It's the triple play brought to you by USA Credit Repair. Give them a call right now at 1-800-872-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177. Squeeze, you have anything else to add about the triple play?
Yeah, the phone number.
1-800-8... Okay, I said it too fast.
872-7177. That's 1-800-872-7177. That's all.
All right, so let's go to Butch in Oakland, California. Butch.
Yeah,
Butch,
good morning.
Morning.
I enjoy your show a lot.
Thank you very much.
After my friend introduced me to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have this simple question. I'm married to my wife for the past 11 months. All of a sudden, we got some issues and she left. I've been trying to reach her. I can't reach her. But what I noticed is we use joint account and she still keep operating the account, still keep getting money from the account to sort out the former boyfriend that's in jail. So now I want to go for a divorce. However, I have this my 485 on process. Do I have a case?
You have a case. You have a case to get a divorce. That's for sure. You don't want to be a sucker anymore. That's for sure. She's taking your money and giving it to the ex-boyfriend. But in terms of your immigration case, it's a dead marriage. You got to show up with your wife unless you can show abuse. If this is not abuse, this is just a woman suckering you. You know, taking your money and giving it to your ex-boyfriend. So, you know, I would just withdraw the adjustment. Hopefully immigration leaves you alone, get a divorce, and then figure out another way.
All right, thank you.
You're very welcome. 1-800-529-5465. Melinda in Queens. We're going to go to Melinda in Queens, and then we got Jaclyn, I believe, Jaclyn Aruch standing by, and she's going to be talking about people who are in the military, how they can help their relatives. Lots of people in the military, how they can help their relatives. Let's go to Melinda in Queens.
Hi.
Hi, Melinda.
Yes, how are you?
Wonderful, Melinda. What's happening?
Okay, I have a question. My question is, I'm sponsoring my husband.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a permanent resident.
Right.
But we're trying to see if there's any way that, I know the petition takes approximately 2 years, if there's anything that we can do within the legal terms for him to be here faster.
You can become a citizen, obviously, and you don't need me to tell you that, but assume you're not going to become a citizen in the next 2 years. Have you filed for him already?
Yes, I did.
So now, because you filed for him, you can only apply for non-immigrant visas that do not have a non-immigrant intent. What that means is, having a non-immigrant intent means I don't have the intent of getting a green card. He's already shown the intent of getting a green card. So there's very few visas that you can get a non-immigrant visa and still be able to show an intent of getting a green card. It's an H-1B visa, which are professional work visas. I don't know what his education is, or if he has a job sponsor. There's E-visas that you can have a dual intent. O visas are dual intent, which are people of extraordinary ability in the arts, sciences, business. But short of that, unfortunately, he's just going to have to wait it out.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to another.
Right, let's go to the next call. We got Lisa in Brooklyn. Lisa.
Hi, good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm good.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? I don't know.
I normally just look at you guys every day.
Yeah.
I sent I type out a leave my question on the media, but nobody never respond to it anyway. So
all right. So now now you got me listening intently. Read the question to me.
Okay. The thing is that my petition was sent in last year. The notice date is third month, the 3rd, and for a work permit also.
Who petition for what?
It was a domestic violence case.
All right, so you filed a VAWA application. It was filed when?
Is a VAWA? I didn't marry. I'm not married. I had a
VAWA is the domestic violence case of violence against women.
Okay. Yes.
So when was that done?
So last year I received a receipt. The notice date is
Did you get a work permit? Did you get a work permit?
No, I did not.
Was your spouse a citizen?
Pardon?
Was your spouse a citizen?
Yeah, he is a citizen also. I have a child for him.
Okay, so then you should have been filing an adjustment application. That's why you didn't get the work permit. You need to file an adjustment application with the VAWA application. There's no reason not to.
I did not file it. I went to the nonprofit place.
So then the nonprofit people didn't do what they were supposed to do, which is file a VAWA application and file an adjustment application. If they did what they were supposed to be doing, then you would have a work permit.
What do you mean by adjustment?
So when you file, when you are a victim of violence by a U.S. citizen, or if you are married to a U.S. citizen, your U.S. citizen is filing for you. Hear me out. Either way, you're eligible to apply for the next available green card. That's called an adjustment of status. All that has happened so far is you filed a visa petition to establish that you're the victim of a crime, victim of domestic violence against a U.S. citizen. But that doesn't entitle you to apply for an interview for your green card. The adjustment is, I want to get an interview. You're entitled to the next interview because you are a victim of domestic violence by a U.S. citizen husband. The process of applying for the interview is what entitles you to the work permit. You are not entitled to a work permit as a VAWA applicant unless your VAWA application is approved, which takes 18 months. So what should happen is you should file the VAWA application and an adjustment, which is your request for an interview simultaneously, so you can get your work permit right away.
Oh, the thing is that me and my baby father, we never married, but we just had a partnership license. We have a child together. We used to live together. We never married.
Okay, so then you did not file a VAWA application because you never had a legal marriage. Maybe you filed a U visa.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm holding. That's what I'm saying.
All right, so you filed a U visa application.
Yeah,
okay,
it's a U visa.
Okay. So now, has your U visa been filed for more than 6 months?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's filed.
Has your U visa, just answer the questions because we're going to sit here for 20 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, if it's been pending for more than 6 months and you can show a need for a work permit, you can go and apply for your work permit now, and we can certainly help you.
No, but they're not. They applied when the lawyer sent in the stuff. He sent in the work permit and everything.
Are you listening to me? Okay, you cannot file for a work permit with your U visa application. Okay, so either your lawyer doesn't know what the hell they're doing, they're miscommunicating to you, or you don't understand. You cannot file for a work permit with a U visa, which is why I asked the question, How long has your U visa been filed? It's been filed now more than 6 months. At the 6-month mark only can you file for the work permit. Now is when you do it. And you have to show a humanitarian reason why you need it. And I assume you have that reason.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. We can help you, Lisa. Hold on. You need help. All right? And of course, she hangs the phone up after all of that.
She hung up.
Of course.
Why did she hang up?
I don't know why she hung up. All right. 1-800-529-5465. We have Jaclyn Aruch, one of our immigration attorneys here. Okay.
Let's bring her on.
Do we have her? Do we have her here somewhere? Here she is. Here she is. There she is.
What's up, guys?
How are you?
I'm good.
How was your Christmas holiday?
My Christmas was wonderful.
Was it wonderful?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was Christmas and Hanukkah.
Did you
and New Year's.
Did you go to your boyfriend's for Christmas?
Yeah, shout out to Alejandro. He's probably watching us.
Shout out to Alejandro who's watching.
Don't sound so enthused.
All right. So anyway, Jaclyn is here. One of the issues that we always have, let me give you a little fact pattern, Jaclyn. Somebody came in the country without inspection, but their spouse used to be in the military or maybe is in the military. What can we do to help these people? Is there any special programs? Let's put it this way. What are the special programs for people in the military?
Well, there's actually a discretionary benefit called Parole in Place that those individuals can seek at their USCIS local field office. And what that is, USCIS will actually issue the spouse, child, or parent of a either retired or honorably discharged military service member or somebody who is currently serving in the military. They'll issue that family member an I-94, which serves as lawful admission so that they can seek a green card in the United States.
So stop. Squeeze, are you getting this? If you came without inspection, Squeeze, and you're married to someone in the military or someone who used to be in the military, they're going to give you the I-94. They're going to give you an I-94 even though you never made a legal entry. And allows you to adjust. There you go. And allows you to adjust your status. There you go. What happens if you're a parent? What happens if you are the parent of someone in the military or former military? That is good stuff.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing.
Mm-hmm. Now,
it is the same exact thing.
So, for example, if you are a member of the military on the Edwards Air Force Base, okay, and your parent came across the border from Mexico illegally, you can do two things simultaneously. You can drive to Iron Mike's farm, buy some weed, and then you can just make sure you smoke it before you get back on the base, and then you can go to your base commander and apply for a parole in place for your parent so they can adjust their status. All just for being on Edwards Air Force Base. Isn't that great?
It's all true.
All true.
It's fabulous.
All true. So what do you need? In all seriousness, what do you need to prove to get the parole in place? What do you need to do? Is it just fill out a form? Is it that simple? It can't be.
It's not that simple because although it is a discretionary benefit, so you need to show the government that you warrant this benefit. You know, if you're somebody who has, done serious violent crimes, perhaps they would not issue that benefit for you. So what we like to do here is we ask you to provide lots of documents that show what a wonderful, amazing person you are and why your spouse, child, or parent, wants you and needs you to remain in the United States, why you should be issued a green card. Those documents can be taxes. Obviously, we want biographical documents, so proof that you have that relationship, as well as the form that the military issues that shows that you are either serving or honorably discharged.
Jaclyn, thank you very much. For everybody who is in the military, former military, by the way, what else does the military offer? I'm going to put you on the spot now.
Quick naturalization.
Quicker naturalization, very good. One more thing. There's three that come to my head. There's three things that come to my head. Parole in place, quicker naturalization, less money on the affidavit of support.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need to tell everyone verbally who Jaclyn Aruch happens to be. She's an attorney at the law.
Yes.
I'm an attorney here at
Bernstein. Yes.
Come down. Work with me.
Oh, she's an attorney
Come
at the
on
law
down, work with
offices
Jaclyn. There you go. There you go.
It's not as warm, though, as it is for other students.
What's wrong with you, Squeeze?
I'm trying to get it out, and you're stopping me.
He's too relaxed. It looks too sunny wherever.
Yeah.
I'm too relaxed.
Yeah,
I'm saying it, and then you guys.
You know, it's amazing when Squeeze goes on vacation down to Jamaica. He's always like a step behind. I don't know why. When he's in New York, he's always a step ahead of me, and when he's in Jamaica, he's always a step behind me. We're never in the same.
I'm on vacation.
You're on vacation.
Not on vacation.
You're on vacation.
No,
he gets so mad when I tell him he's on vacation.
You're a good attorney at the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, and thank you so much for shedding a lot of light on this whole military option and aspect. It's great. It's good news. It's solid news. Hence the Brad and Squeeze show, and we always love to have you on.
And by the way,
Happy New Year.
And by the way, Jaclyn, solid attorney, Squeeze. Solid.
I appreciate that.
Solid.
Don't forget though, definitely ask us about it, because if you don't ask, we can't help you. Then we'd have to pursue a provisional waiver, and you may have to go overseas to get your immigrant visa. So it definitely saves you a trip.
Make sure, if you have family members in the military, you say it in your consultation. Thank you very much, Jaclyn. Appreciate it.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
There we got it, Squeeze. People in the military.
There you have it.
All right. Iron Mike helping him out, and Jaclyn Aruch helping him out. Two solid people. Two solid people hanging out.
Iron Mike Tyson.
You ever meet him?
No, I haven't.
Would you ever want to be punched by him?
No.
Neither.
Punched or bitten? No.
No. Neither one. All right, let's go.
Mike.
What?
They need to turn off Jaclyn and Kim's mic.
Yes, Jaclyn and Kim's mics need to be shut off. Let's go to Jeff in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Jeff.
How you doing,
Bert? How you doing? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm good.
What's up?
I got a question for you. I've been in a relationship, married, had 2 kids. We got divorced, and we got back together, and we just went to a very abusive relationship. So I get out of it, and I file for, emotional distress, all of the above. And it's been months. They send me back a couple papers, send me to prove, get birth certificate to prove if the kids are mine. I did that, and right now it's been almost a year or so. So I'm just wondering if how long should I wait, and what's going to happen from there?
The VAWA case is, well, you have kids together, so that's proof it's a real marriage, and as long as you're able to show the abuse, the VAWA case is even you can have a Violence Against Women's Act claim as a male. There's no problem with that, but it does take about 18 months. It does take about 18 months. So you got to wait a little bit. You know what interests me a little bit, Squeeze, and by the way, Jeff, you can stay on and maybe share some light onto this. Why if you had a problem with this woman and you got divorced and you broke up, what happened that made you think that if you were in a relationship where things weren't working out and you actually went through a divorce, what happened that you got divorced, things didn't work out, and now you say, I'm going to give it another try? I'll
tell you.
Tell me.
I could tell you. What happened was, I'm from New York. She's from out of Philly. So we met at a party, and, sparks worked and everything went crazy. So we was doing a long distance relationship.
Right.
And we decided it's been a year, and I said, you know what? His feelings developed so much, I decided it was time to do it. And we did it. And when I moved there, that's where the problem lied. Then all problems started there.
But then you got a divorce from her. And then you said you got remarried to her again. So really what I found interesting is things didn't work out. They didn't work out to the point where you guys said, I don't want to be in a marriage with you. We're getting divorced. And you go through an entire process of terminating your marriage. And then all of a sudden, it's the kids. So you said, I'm going to give it a try again for the children. Okay.
Yes, the kids.
Okay. That makes sense. The kids. Okay. And
grew up a certain way, so you want to try to set a different example. So you give it a try.
Right, but nothing changed. You are who you are. She is who she is, and I guess it's unfortunately, oil and water, whatever, fire and ice or whatever you call it. All right, thank you very much, Jeff. Yeah, what?
Can I ask you a quick question? So what happened after the 18 months? What would be that process? What should I look for?
After what? What happens?
What should I look for after the 18 months?
Well, you should have gotten your work permit. And you should have also gotten a letter at some point saying that you're entitled to government benefits, that you have a bona fide case. And then in about 18 months, you should be looking forward to an interview. And at that interview, you're going to have to prove two things. One, it's a real marriage. The kids are proof it's a real marriage. And you're going to have to and you're going to have to prove that there was abuse in the relationship.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
All right. Good luck with that, Jeff. If you need help, give us a call.
All right.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Jeff, for calling Brooklyn.
I always
1-800-LAWLINK.
I always find it interesting why people go back together after it doesn't work out, Squeeze.
Yeah, I find it very interesting.
Why would anybody want to go back for more torture?
Yeah, why?
Why?
Some of us, I guess, are just gluttons.
Some people are gluttons for punishment. I was just curious.
I know people like that.
I know people like that,
I have
too.
very close friends.
I have close friends, too. I know gluttons. Gluttons! All right, let's find Shauna. Shauna in Flint, Michigan. Shauna.
Hello, hi.
Hi, how are you?
All right, I have a question here. I've been married to a U.S. citizen since August, right? But the thing is, I haven't submitted my document as yet because he didn't file his tax return for last 2016 and 15.
Why don't you get a second affidavit of support from someone else and file it?
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing that, but does he still need to submit an affidavit of support along with his sister is going to do it? So does he need to submit one with his sister?
He has to submit an affidavit of support and show he didn't work. I assume he didn't work because he didn't pay a tax return.
He worked.
Oh, well, then he better pay a tax return because now he's ripping the government off. All right.
Yeah, so he'll need to file before I can submit. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
He needs to file the last 2 years before I can submit?
And quite frankly, he's going to owe taxes, which is why he doesn't want to file it, which is why he should be speaking to Carmela in my office, because if you can't afford to pay your taxes, Carmela's a great tax attorney, and she will negotiate that tax debt down substantially.
Precisely.
All right, so hold on 1 second.
Okay, sure.
All right. I just want to say, Squeeze, we got about 3 more calls. Why don't we do what we did this morning? I'm just going to orally say that prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome. This has been an attorney advertisement. Give us a call at 1-800-529-5465. That's the disclaimer for WVIP because we're going to be off the air on WVIP in about 60 seconds or so. But if you are listening on WVIP and you have a telephone, and most people do, you can go on Facebook right now, log on to the Brad and Squeeze Show, like us, subscribe to us, and we're going to continue the show live on Facebook for another few minutes, 5-10 minutes or so, while we get through the rest of our questions here. How's that, Squeeze?
And you said it orally, not verbally.
Orally, verbally, loudly.
Yeah.
However I say it. It was said.
It was said.
It was said. And
I said it.
And thus it was said. All right.
That's like saying you take out your thumb to press the button or a finger to press the button to share. I'm like, what else are you going to use? Your mouth? Hold on.
Yeah, you can use your elbow. You can go with your nose. Have you ever tried? You wouldn't know this because you're in Jamaica, okay? But I have the iPhone 10, okay? I'm all buttoned up walking. It is -5 degrees outside. And you take your phone out, and with the glove, it doesn't work. So then I looked at it with my face, but my face is all covered, so it doesn't recognize my face. So I swear to God this morning, I tried my nose like this to get the phone to work.
And the nose worked?
No, it doesn't work. You cannot use your nose to get your phone going. All right, so I have tried it, okay? So you're like, what do you think they're going to do? I've tried it. There's an example right there of trying it. All right, 1-800, oh my God, Squeeze, as soon as I said we're going to continue, the phones start lighting up.
Of course. What do you think?
What do I think? I think we could sit here for hours doing this, just answering immigration questions. Yeah. All right, let's go as quickly as we can, okay?
Yes, let's do that.
All right. Denise in Sacramento, California.
Yes, I have a question. I'm married to a Nigerian, and he's in Nigeria. What is the quickest way to file for him to get here?
Fiance, you're married to him?
Yeah.
I-130 visa petition.
Excuse me?
I-130 visa petition. Do it right now. File it today. Put it in the mail today.
And how long does that take?
It take about a year.
Yeah, we can actually help you with that. Let's hold the line.
And we can help you. Hold on 1 second. Let's go to Richard in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Rich.
Hello, gentlemen. How you doing?
How are you?
Not too bad. I got a question. I'm a citizen, and my wife have a 2-year conditional residency, and she filed for to lift the condition. but it's been a year and a half now, and we have not heard anything yet. What's the next step?
Did you you got an extension, right?
They gave her a letter, and the letter expired. And
all right, so go down to the local office, get a stamp in her passport to extend her stay for one more year. Hold on the line, have a consultation with us, and let us follow up for you. Okay, hold on. Let's go to Alice in Brooklyn. Alice.
Hey guys, I have a very quick question.
Go ahead.
I'm still on the floor, but talk to me. I have a friend that's 64 years old, and she's met this young guy that's 20-something years old, and they've been dating for a while, and they want to get married. But I'm laughing. Is that normal?
Is that normal for a 64-year-old woman to marry a 25-year-old man?
21.
Is that normal? In nobody's book is that normal. Does that mean it does? Does it happen? Yeah, it could happen.
It does?
I assume it does. But you're asking me, is that normal? Normal means is what a majority of people would think, and I would say most people would say that is not normal. Does that mean it's not a real marriage? Does that mean it's not a bona fide marriage? I don't know. If they're in love, they're in love. What can I say?
They're in love, and she wants to file for him, and I'm sitting there going, I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe. Listen, it could be. They could be two, crazy kooks out there that are in love. It could be just he's using her for a green card. It could be, who knows?
I think so.
Who knows? They're either crazy kooks or he's using her for a green card, and time will tell. We don't know. Squeeze, what do you think about this? 64-year-old woman, 21-year-old man, Squeeze. What do you think, Squeeze? Tell me what you think.
I believe that if they do decide to do this, they should definitely have an attorney by the name of Brad Bernstein.
I don't even know if I want that case. Squeeze, I think they should call somebody else. I don't even think I want that case. All right, 64-year-old. She is collecting Social Security. He's just legal to drink about 2 months ago, Squeeze. Think about it. Think about it, Squeeze. Is that normal?
I don't think so.
Is that normal? Okay. Your David Jr. is how old, Squeeze? How old is David 24. Jr.? 24. Would you want him? Yeah. Would you say that would be normal that David Jr. would date a 67-year-old woman? That's his business. That's his business. What would you say? What would you say to a woman when he comes for dinner and says, "I want you to meet my girlfriend, Dad," and she's 67 years old? You would shake hands?
I don't know. I think it's not normal.
That doesn't sound normal to me either. But listen, crazy things happen. Who are we to say in this day and age what's normal anymore? Right?
Okay, I'll let her know. All right, thank you.
All right. Let's go to Monica in Texas. We got 2 more calls, please. Monica in Texas.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. The question is, I have a friend. They have a green card, but they have some run-ins with the law, and they have a 10-year green card expired in 2020, and they have some run-in with the law and no felony, and they're afraid to put in their citizenship. What they can do?
What was the run-in with the law?
I think there's some misdemeanor, no felony.
What was the misdemeanor?
I think theft.
How many times?
I think it's one.
I would be terrified to put in my citizenship with any misdemeanor or felony without speaking to a lawyer first. I agree with him. He should be contacting us to have a phone consultation at the bare minimum.
Definitely.
Hold on one second. Especially in Texas.
Absolutely.
Because you know what they do in Texas? They got guys with big hats who shoot first and ask questions later. I'm dead serious. Okay? All right, so hold on one second. All right, let's go. Yeah. Finally, Alicia, Squeeze, right around the corner from you in Kingston, Jamaica. She says she's your neighbor. Are you neighbors with Squeeze?
No, I'm not neighbors with Squeeze.
Do you know where Squeeze lives?
I'm in Kingston, Jamaica, so I'm near to where Shaggy's thing is going to be.
Squeeze lives in Kingston, where you are, and he keeps looking off camera, and I say to Squeeze, Squeeze, who's there with you? He goes, nobody. I go, what do you mean nobody's there? He goes, yeah, nobody's there. But meanwhile, if anybody watches this, he's looking off camera the whole time. Alicia, I would like you to go over to Squeeze's house and tell me who's there with him, please, okay, after we're done. All right, what's your question?
So, Brad, I'm about to marry a U.S. citizen, right?
Okay.
but he has 3 kids. I have 2. I really don't want any more children.
Right.
Is there any other way to prove that the marriage is valid other than kids?
Of course.
Because we agree that we don't want any more kids.
Yeah, of course you can prove. He visits you. You have pictures with friends and family. You can show
Yes,
there's
there's
plenty of ways to prove it's a real relationship without having children.
Of course.
And we're 15 years apart.
Yeah, that's not a problem. 15 years isn't as bad as the other one was 65 and 21. I mean, that's pretty bad. I mean, that's pretty bad. But 15's okay. That's okay.
Oh,
all right. You'll be okay. If you need help, hold on 1 second. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Squeeze.
There you have it.
There you got it.
There you have it.
There you got it.
One thanks to all the listeners on 93.5 WVIP for staying tuned right here, and also the ones on the Facebook page, Brad and Squeeze. You can catch us on weekdays, 9 a.m. and 12 noon. It's the end of the week, so obviously you'll now have to wait until Monday at 9 a.m.
Wait a second here. Tasha says, I want to get in touch with Squeeze. I'm afraid of Brad. What did I do to make? Why am I the scary guy now? What did I do?
Hey, I've got charisma.
What did I do that I'm the scary person?
I've got charisma, man.
Yeah. I got charisma.
I'm smooth.
I got charisma.
Yeah.
I got charisma.
Yeah. Yeah. I got personality.
I have personality. I'm Squeeze.
Yeah. There you go.
All right. Squeeze, I'll let you finish off.
I'm finishing up right now. See, I'm finishing up. I'm finishing up right now. 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, thanks to each and every one for tuning in. Do remember that prior results do not guarantee similar outcome. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we want for you to actually make a call over to Spar and Bernstein, the full-service law firm. Get in trouble with law, criminal offense, definitely need them. Personal injury, get into an accident, you definitely need them. Tax problems, you definitely need them. There's a tax law department. Family issues such as divorce, child support, you definitely need them, and obviously immigration. Thanks to the production team, Jill and team. Thanks to, of course, everyone that's tuning in. It's been a good day so far, and we want to say stay warm.
The proceeding was informational only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easily remembered, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465.